Daily 8 English podcast
from Daily8English.
Hey, fellow English learners. It's good to see you all. Welcome back to Daily 8 English, where 8 minutes a day builds the fluency of a lifetime. I'm Tom.
And I'm Olivia. Let's get started.
Okay, so Olivia, quick question. How many unread emails do you have in your inbox right now?
Oh, don't ask me that. It's not a small number.
Same. I feel like every morning I open my inbox and it's just a wall of subject lines, all screaming for attention.
And 90% of them get ignored instantly. You don't even open them. You just scroll past.
Exactly. And that's the thing. For a lot of our listeners, English is their second language at work. So when they send an email, they want it to actually get read, not buried, not deleted.
Today's episode is all about that. How to write email subject lines in English that people genuinely want to open. Not just professionally correct, but actually compelling.
This is career and business English. And this skill? It can change how people perceive you at work overnight.
Strong claim, Tom. Let's back it up.
Let's go.
So, Tom, I'm curious, before we get into the techniques, why do you think so many professionals struggle with subject lines specifically?
Oh, that's a great question. I think it's because most people focus all their energy on the email body, the actual content, and then they just slap a subject line on at the end like an afterthought.
Chuckle, regarding the matter discussed. Classic.
Right. Or just hi. Just hi. That's it. That's the subject line.
And here's the thing. In a professional inbox, you have maybe 2 seconds to convince someone your email is worth opening. The subject line is doing all the heavy lifting.
It's basically the headline of a news article. If the headline is boring, you don't read the story, even if the story is actually really important.
Exactly. And for non-native English speakers, there's an extra layer of pressure. You want to sound professional, but you also don't want to sound robotic or overly formal.
Which is why we've got 3 solid techniques today that cover that balance perfectly.
Let's dig in.
Technique 1, be specific, not vague. This is the single biggest upgrade you can make to your subject lines.
Compare these two. Update on the project versus design draft ready, your feedback needed by Friday.
Oh, that second one is so much better. You know immediately what it is, what you need to do, and when. There's a deadline. There's urgency.
The key is to answer 3 invisible questions in your subject line. What is this about? Why does it matter to me? And what do I need to do?
You don't have to answer all 3 every time. But even hitting 2 of them makes your subject line dramatically stronger.
Think about it from the reader's perspective. They're distracted. Your job is to make the decision to open your email as easy as possible.
Another example, instead of question about the report, try one quick question about Section 3 of the Q2 report. Now the reader knows exactly what section you're asking about. It feels manageable. It doesn't feel like a big deal.
And that matters more than people realize. When something feels small and specific, people are much more likely to deal with it quickly.
Specificity equals openability. Write that down.
Technique 2. Use action words at the start. This is a trick that copywriters and marketers use all the time, and it works beautifully in professional email too.
Action verbs at the front of your subject line create momentum. They signal to the reader, something needs to happen here.
Words like confirm, review, approve, join, check, complete, share, update. These are active, clean, professional.
So instead of the meeting agenda for Thursday, you write review, Thursday meeting agenda. Sudden's a task, not just information.
Or instead of information about the new onboarding process, you write action needed, complete your onboarding by Monday.
See the difference? The second one makes the reader feel like they have a role to play, and people respond to that.
One thing I'd add, be careful not to overuse words like urgent or important. If everything is urgent, nothing is.
Chuckle, so true. I've seen inboxes where literally every email is marked urgent. At some point, you just tune it out completely.
Save those power words for when you genuinely need them. That way, when you do use urgent, people know you mean it.
Credibility through consistency. Love it.
Technique 3. Personalize when you can. This one feels small, but it creates a surprisingly big impact.
When a subject line has someone's name or references something specific to them, the open rate shoots up. It feels personal. It doesn't feel like a mass email.
For example, Tom, your proposal looks great. One small note versus just regarding your proposal.
Whoa. Yeah, that first one I'm opening immediately. It mentions my name, it's positive, and it hints there's just one thing to address. Low effort, high reward.
In a professional context, you can also reference a shared moment, following up from our call yesterday, or quick note on what we discussed in Tuesday's meeting.
This shows you were paying attention. It builds trust, and it makes the reader feel like this email was written specifically for them, not copy-pasted to 50 people.
Even if you're sending a group email, try to personalize the subject line for the key decision maker you're addressing. One name can change everything.
And here's a bonus tip that ties all three techniques together. Keep it short, ideally under 50 characters. Because on mobile, long subject lines get cut off.
Which is most people's email experience now, checking messages on their phone between meetings.
So if your killer detail is at the end of a long subject line, nobody ever sees it.
Under 50 characters, specific, action-driven, personalized where possible, that's the formula.
All right, word tour time. Let's look at some vocabulary from today's episode that you can use immediately in professional emails and workplace conversations.
First, compelling. Compelling means something that is so interesting or convincing that it's hard to ignore.
She gave a compelling argument for the budget increase. Or in email terms, we need a compelling subject line to get their attention.
Credibility. Your credibility is your reputation for being trustworthy, honest, and skilled.
Overusing the word urgent can damage your credibility. People need to feel they can trust your judgment.
Third word, momentum. Momentum. Momentum is the energy or force that keeps something moving forward.
Action words at the start of a subject line create momentum. They push the reader toward opening the email. Love that word.
Fourth, actionable. If something is actionable, it means it's ready to be acted on. It gives you something concrete to do.
Make your subject line actionable. Tell the reader exactly what they need to do, not just information. A call to action.
Fifth word, compelling's partner in crime, persuasive. Persuasive. Something persuasive is designed to convince someone to do or believe something.
A persuasive subject line doesn't trick the reader. It makes them genuinely curious. There's a difference between manipulation and good communication.
And our final word, CISE. Concise means using only the words you need, short, clear, and to the point.
Keep your subject lines concise. Under 50 characters works best. Fewer words, stronger impact. That's the professional way.
6 powerful words: compelling, credibility, momentum, actionable, persuasive, concise. These will serve you well beyond just email writing.
Listener challenge time. Here's your micro task for today. Go to your sent folder right now. Pick 3 emails you sent this week. Look at the subject lines you wrote.
Ask yourself, are they specific? Do they have an action word? Are they under 50 characters?
If you can, rewrite one of them using today's techniques. Even if the email is already sent, practice the rewrite. That muscle memory is what builds real fluency.
Do it today, not tomorrow. That's the challenge.
So here's your reflection question. When was the last time you opened an email purely because of the subject line? And what made it work? Breathe. Just sit with that for a moment.
Because that honest reflection, that's where real growth lives.
If today's episode helped you, hit subscribe. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm Tom.
I'm Olivia. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time.